Good morning. Good morning. Good morning if you're joining me. Good morning. Good morning. Do comment if you're watching me, because then I will know that you're there and I can come to those people who are watching that comment to give a reading. So good morning and happy Wednesday. The first thing I wanted to do is to give a card for everybody who's watching this either live or on the replay. And the card has come out of this lovely unicorn deck by Cordelia Francesca Brabs. And the card that came out today was this one, Cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune in to the moon's magic. The butterflies on the card signal transition, transformation, and learning how to let go. And judging by the look on the unicorn's face, it is about letting go of older, heavy energy which might be holding you back, which you might have been holding in your energy field for quite a long time. In fact, the cycle could reach over lifetimes, because we're all under the influences of past experiences in past incarnations as well as the current one. And also sometimes we pick up energy and we collect what we could term as karmic baggage from people that we love and care about. We can offer to share the burden, and quite often we do. And sometimes that choice, that decision, is taken by our higher self through love and compassion, and we choose to take a portion, a proportion of somebody else's burden. And I think once you realize, if you're doing that you've done it, and that heaviness, those feelings or that burden is not yours, then is the time that you can release it and let go. So it can also be pertaining to your burdens, and it being the right time to let go of other people's stuff that you might have picked up as well. Divine perfect timing, when it's the right time for your soul to move forward, to transform like that butterfly, and to go on a different flight, a different journey. You will find yourself wanting to let go of things that you've struggled with, things which have worn you out and brought you down. So do know that in this particular phase of the moon is the time for letting go. So what I've done while I've been setting the energy before I've come on today is I've called in Archangel Gabriel. And if you want to join me in connecting to the energy of Archangel Gabriel, Gabriel comes in on the ray of purification. All angels carry different qualities. They all carry love and compassion and healing, but they specialize in different qualities. And Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication, clarity, purification, and helps writers and poets. So if you like to write to get your feelings out, if you jot down, if you journal, work with Archangel Gabriel as well. And of course you can call in Archangel Haniel, who is the angel that relates to the beautiful moon energy. Haniel has a very soft feminine energy, so this works well with the Archangel Gabriel energy. And I'm going to have a look now and see who's joined me this morning, and then I will see where I'm drawn. Spirit draw me to the people who they want me to convey a message to. And those messages can be about loved ones in the spirit world. They can be about your journey. They can be about people around you. They can be about past lives or your spirituality, your aura. So good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Natalia. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Martina. Okay, so as I look at my screen, the first person whom I'm drawn to today is Natalia. Excuse me. So what I do now, for those of you that are interested, I bring my energy into my own space. If you're a reader or an intuitive or an empath, you will know that before you read, you have to bring your energy into alignment. And what I mean by that is you focus, you become heart-centered, and you ask your team to join you. And you also ask them to contain your energy field, because when you reach out to somebody else's energy to read it, you're making a soul-to-soul connection. And as lovely as that other person's energy may be and feel, you actually don't want to, while you connect, bring their energy into yours. So there has to be a boundary, but also the sensitivity to make the connection. So that's always really important, to firmly make an intention before you begin to work. Otherwise, as all healers know and all readers know, you can pick up other people's energy. So let me come back to Natalia, and I feel as I connect straight away to Natalia that you are a very thoughtful and you are a very deep thinking person. I feel that you like to process things very deeply. I do feel that you have a very deep side to you, and I feel that a lot goes on a very deep emotional level. I feel you are very spiritual. I also feel that you appreciate the spiritual things in life, because I feel it can distress you when people are discombobulated, very 3D, very out of alignment. You feel that coming off of them, and it stresses your energy. It stresses your energy. I do know that you have a lovely spiritual connection already, and I also know that it's been going on for years. I see that you have an angel with you, and I also can tell you that the angel's robes are gold and green. So the gold is your wisdom, and the green is your love of nature and the earth, and also your healing qualities. You have very deep healing qualities. You like to keep a lot of things in your life very personal. In other words, I feel that you don't like to go out just talking to everyone and anyone, because you have that nice private side to you where you keep a really good quality of connections and things that you enjoy around you and with you. I see that the angels are bringing a lot of gold around your energy field, Natalia, as I link to you. I also get a sense that you have been feeling a little bit tired, and I know that while they do this, they're charging up your energy field. I also want to tell you that when you sit down quietly and you read, you reflect, or you meditate, that you do have a lady join you from the spirit world. And as her soul connects to me, I feel that although she's not your mother, I feel she's a grandmother. I feel that she's on Dad's side of the family, and I feel that she brings a lot of support and that loving energy like a mother in around you. She's actually with you right now. And I get the feeling that she tells me sometimes you can feel a little bit lonely, but you know who you want to connect with and who you don't. It feels like you are quite, you only want to connect to people who are on that good vibration. Otherwise, you would rather not bother. You would rather keep yourself to yourself. She shows me flowers, so this tells me that either you or her really enjoy flowers. I feel that she's showing me that there are flowers around you, and I feel that this is outside that she's showing me. I also get this sense from her that tending flowers or being in a garden is really important to you. All right, so she's just wrapping you up in love and telling you that she's always there with you. I feel that she had the same characteristics in life that you do, that she wasn't a loud person. She didn't like to shout her mouth off, and she preferred to keep quiet and private. A really lovely lady. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to now come back and see who else I'm drawn to this morning. Hi Kim, hi Helen. Do keep commenting if you're there, because right now I can only see 3 names and they scroll around and around on a loop. Good morning to Nicole. Good morning to Vanessa. Good morning Adriana. Good morning Caitlin. Okay, so I'm coming across to Adriana because I want to talk to her about things unfolding for her psychically. And my impression is there's a rapid opening happening or about to happen for you, Adriana. And I don't want you to feel it's too fast. I want you to actually accept that sometimes we get a big wake up, a big step, and then sometimes it can slow down for a while. So it might seem it's a bit stop-start, but it's so that we can process the level that we've just opened up to. Otherwise, it really would be too much. Okay, so I do feel that there's a very strong male energy around you, Adriana. This is the soul energy of a man coming in from the spirit world. I feel that he's family. I feel that he might be an uncle rather than a grandparent, but he was a very strong character, and some people would have found him quite overpowering when he was in life, because he's a very strong-willed and strong in his decisions, his choices. He shows me a horse, a brown horse. So this tells me that he would have either owned a horse or had a connection. Somebody has a connection with a brown horse. So he's now showing me himself symbolically on the horse, and he's reining the horse in, and it's like he wanted to be in charge, in control, like he was dictating everything that went on. And he's telling me that since he passed over into the spirit world, he has relaxed his approach. He has become more gentle, and he has become more aware, is the word he's giving me, of how other people work, how they feel, so that he's not as dominant as he was in life. Right, he's now showing me pictures in my mind of pottery with lids, with a little knob on the top of a lid, and it's quite colourful, painted and glazed pottery. And this is something that either would have been around him in life as a memory, or something which he knows is around you. I can see a colour orange quite brightly, so this will be some of the detail on that. He's also telling me in life he never let anyone get away with anything. He was really strict, and he's laughing now, um, because he realizes how uptight and how all of this actually stemmed from his fears that he did not want to come across as inadequate in life. That's why he acted so dominant, and he wanted to be in charge so much. All right, so he's just stepped back, and I hope that you can place him. And I'm going to leave that with you. Right, okay, so I'm going to move on again. Do keep commenting if you're with me. Hi Renee, hi Dee Dee. Hi Jean. Hi Dee Gracia. Thank you for your feedback, Adriana, who says she understands very well the message. Hi Nicole from Michigan. Hi Chantel. Hi Kathleen. Okay, so I'm drawn now to a lady here called Pania Ryan. That's an unusual name, and I hope that I've pronounced it correctly. So as I link to your energy, I feel that you're fulfilling some of your dreams, but I also feel that somebody won't let go of you. I feel that someone pulls on you, and I feel that their own doubts about their own worth, their own inadequacy, mean they pull on your energy. And also, symbolically, I was shown a butterfly flying and wanting to fly more freely, but somebody pulling on the bottom of that butterfly, so you couldn't completely let go and do everything that you want to do. I feel like you have this responsibility, or that you feel that you have a responsibility, and someone who determined not to let go of you, and that person really seeks more from you in a way than is right. I want to say that person takes more out of you than they should do. I'm sure you'll know who that is around you. And you know, it's a little bit unfair because I feel that some of this responsibility that you feel has been put upon you. It's not like it's a fair deal. and I think you're very obliging. I feel that you want to help, but people push you too far. So just know that this is going to come to a head. It's going to come to a point where you're really going to say, do you know, I've had enough. I can't do this anymore. I can't carry on like this. This really is taking too much out of me. It's depleting you too much. So know that it's a soul test. It's a soul lesson for you to step into your power and to give where it's right, where it's appropriate, but not where it's damaging to your soul. All souls that come have their own life path and their own expansion and their own potential to fulfill, and it is not fair for someone else to be taking too much out of you where actually they need to grow themselves. It's not your duty or your job to hold them in your light. It is your job to help where you can, but not to have too much taken. So I'm also going to give you a card, and let's see what comes out for you. This is going to be one of my unicorn cards for Pania Ryan. Let's see. Okay. Well, your card is the unicorn, is the healer. The healer, you have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Okay. So it is about you helping and healing other people. And stay true to your path. Your path is about your progression and your development as much as the other people that you're helping. It's not about helping everyone at your cost so that you don't have enough energy for yourself to move forward. So I hope you can understand what I've said, that you can relate it to your life, that it resonates. And thank you for joining. I'm going to move on again. Hi to Gracia, Kathleen, and Pania. Thank you for your feedback. You do understand what I'm saying. Okay. Hi, Olga. Okay, so I'm coming across now to link to Olga Reinfeld. Olga Reinfeld. So as I look at your name, Olga, I feel lots going on, all right? I feel lots of different things going on in your life. You're keeping up with lots of different types of things. I feel that there are different pockets of energy. The way that I can see you is I see you are doing one thing and then a different kind of thing, that you know different people into different things, and your energy goes in many different directions, so shall we say, and some of those you are more comfortable with, they feel right to you, and some of those are you go along with to please other people, I feel, all right? I do feel that sometimes you don't speak up, you don't say when things are not comfortable, and you don't really want to go along and do something. I feel that you will focus on making other people happy and ignore that instinct, that intuitive voice inside of you saying, no, this is not really right for your soul. And I do feel when you do that, it takes you off of your path, and it takes you into areas which are not necessarily where you can grow, and not necessarily replenishing and feeling good and building up your life. So I also know that somebody around you has a bit of a temper. I feel this is a male energy, and I expect that you'll know who that is. and they spark up, they fire up pretty easily. So just be aware that spirit are telling me that for a reason. Perhaps you want to step back and take a look at that person, their behavior, their characteristics, and ask yourself, that volatility, is that good for you? How good is that, and that impact of that in your life? All right, so I'll also pick you a card, but clearly the advice is there to look at where you're spending your energy, look at where you're spending your time and with whom, and have a little filter out in order to move into the path of happiness, contentment, and a more of a smoothness for yourself. And this is a fairy card from the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay. And the card for you is this one. Oh, it's the Fairy of Transformation. So that falls in with the guidance that I've given you. I will read the card. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Let go of what's not serving your highest good. There she is. So have a think about that. See, she's in thinking pose, and again with the butterflies, transformation. And know that spirit have got your back. All right, you do have spirit around you and with you. They do hear you and they will help you. Ask spirit, ask the angels, ask your grandmother in the spirit world who does connect in. Even though you might not have had a great deal to do with a family member in the spirit world, when they pass over to the other side, it doesn't mean that they are not close to you through the family bonds and the DNA and the ancestry line. Quite often I read for people who, this is not you, but who in actual fact have never met their mum or their dad, and yet they'll walk in the room with their mum or their dad with them, next to them in spirit. Okay, so the spirit world works differently in the sense that the veils are not in the way. There's a great more togetherness and closeness. So have a little sort out of your life and stay on track with your heart. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that and say hello to Tara and Jean. Do keep commenting if you're with me, and then I can see. You're welcome, Olga. All right, so I'm going to give a card to Kathleen Burke. Kathleen Burke, and it is going to be one of my unicorn deck. Let's have a little look and see what comes out for Kathleen today. All right, this is for Kathleen Burke. Okay, so you're trying too hard. This is spirit telling me you're trying too hard to connect, all right? When we relax and we let go, we open the flow of our aura and they can come in and connect more easily. When we sit down and we are, come on, and we're tense and we want so much to hear or see or feel, we actually tense up our aura. And like a really tense muscle in your physical body, okay, your aura, your energy field can also tense up, like your thoughts, if they are tense, and your emotions, if they are tense, will tense up the layers, the levels of your aura. And that's really hard for spirit to get through, because spirit flow, and when they speak to you, they flow a stream of light towards you, and in that stream of light are inspirational words, feelings, and thoughts. So let go, all right? Let go, and just visualize that you're breathing love into your heart, and perhaps you're breathing out green healing energy into your body, breathing in love and breathing out healing. And by doing it in that way, you will have the angels and the higher beings join you on those frequencies of love and healing. And as they do, they will loosen off your energy. You'll be able to bring in the light and, really importantly, relax and get those messages, get those connections. I feel that it's really important to you, and you can do it. You definitely can do it. And your card is Courage. This is you with a unicorn. Courage, you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Okay, so I feel that this relates to experiences that you have had, perhaps when you were a child, spontaneous, impromptu, psychic experiences, or thoughts. Things happened that you didn't feel in control of, or that you didn't feel were right, and or perhaps they were a little bit haphazard, and you didn't know how to control that energy. That is not going to happen now, all right? So if this resonates to you, know that the energy that you have now, where you are on your path now, that healing can just travel to your inner child. Okay, so just let that happen now as I'm talking. And anyone else who relates to this, let the healing travel into your inner child. Whatever his or her fears are, they can be healed via the adult self. Okay, so it's about bringing in the peace, surrounding yourself with peace, and trusting that your spirit guides and your helpers will not let anything untoward happen to you. Alright, so connect with them. And as I talk about your spirit guides, of which there will be several, I know that one in particular is stepping forward to me right now to make himself known to me. You may or you may not already consciously know this man, but he shows me himself in Arab clothing, and he's got a white turban and a long piece of material that comes down the side of the turban, and a long white robe. Definitely a desert dweller, because he now shows me a camel and says Sahara. Okay, so he's really calm, and he's a really calm, strong guide, and he shows me himself moving at night time under moonlight through the desert, because I've got a full moon and it's at night in the desert. Perhaps it was cooler than during the day, because I know that he pitched tents during the day. He's with you, and he brings in the calm that you need. If you think about him now, he is coming into your aura, he is connecting into your energy field, and he also gives upliftment as well as the calm. And I can watch him, I can see him smiling. I've got nice white teeth and sparkly eyes, and he was a really calm character. He was just in tune with his life and the rhythm, the cycle of his life, and he wants to help you do similar for your life. So it's about coming into your calm, into your peace, and knowing that regardless of what has happened to you, you can move into the space of peace, and this holds you in good stead, all right? There's less likelihood of outside influences barraging into you when you hold a really strong peace and steadiness. So do work with him to do that. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Okay, so I am going to be doing a teaching on Sunday, my Halloween class on Sunday morning. That's this coming Sunday at 11 o'clock, where we will be tuning in to spirit and particularly to the fairy dimensions, going through the fairy doorways which truly exist. They're different dimensional portals, and I will take you through those as a guide so that you can experience how to do it and also how to connect with your own elemental guides, and it will really power you up. And also the elemental healing helps you with the earthly life. They are really in tune with nature. If this calls to you, send me a message. And my second class on Halloween is in the evening at 7 o'clock, where I will be teaching and demonstrating how you can connect to the spirit world, because the veils are very thin on Halloween, and how you can connect to your loved ones in the spirit world. Both classes are 1 hour, both are recorded, and do get in touch with me if you would like to come on to those. All right, so I think, okay, so I am going to come to somebody else before I go. Let's see. Right, Deirdre Burke, I get this feeling as I connect to your energy that you're feeling, oh, when is it ever going to happen for me? When is it ever going to happen? When am I going to see clearly how I want to, the spirit world? When am I going to get the information, the connection? I want to tell you, it's already there around you. It's all there. Your job is to slow yourself down. And it's to really come into harmony and to come into balance so that your windows of perception align. It's so there already. There are lots of spirit beings around you, all different kinds, because as I connect to your energy, I'm aware of the fairy energy. I'm also aware of the unicorn connection. I know that there are spirit guides. I know that there is lots of activity. They are super aware of you. And whatever you're doing spiritually, it's working because they are drawn to you because of it. And they're working with your higher self, which I can see it's just your human self who's got this barrier, this block. And it only is about slowing down and gently letting yourself feel. And it is subtle, it is fine energy, and it is those thoughts that almost seem like they're your own, but actually they're not. It's spirit putting the thoughts in your mind. So please slow yourself down, come into your Tantien energy. You might want to Google that. It's the Tantien is a power point in the sacral chakra that brings you into your power, into the connection with the earth, where you're really grounded and in your own power, and you feel really safe, and you can let yourself believe that actually, yes, what you think you're hearing is spirit, and those impressions which are psychic impressions which may not be 100% crystal clear, but then they never normally are for any of us. They can be a silhouette, they can be transparent, or just a part of a body. When my dad comes from the spirit world, he just shows me his hands in the ring. I recognize his hands in his ring, and then I know he's there, and I will relax and let him draw closer. So don't expect perfection, is what I'm saying. You have a greater ability, and I guess you're frustrated because in your heart you know you have ability, and it's not all coming together according to how your personality, our ego self, can be a very hard taskmaster. Try and let that go. Be gentle on yourself and know that spirit are with you. They're not going anywhere, and it's only building up more and more. I will give you a card as well. And your card is Inspiration, the Fairy of Inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. And isn't that true? Okay, the Fairy of Inspiration. Listen and let yourself feel that inspiration. It might be unexpected, what you didn't expect to see or feel or hear or think. Let it unfold. Let them take you where their inspiration is taking you, and it will unravel and be something really beautiful from the spirit world for you. So I'm going to leave everybody with these thoughts, and I will be doing many more of these lives. And my website is jacquelinemary.piper.com. That's for booking one-to-one healings and readings. And I will say goodbye, God bless, lots of love, and see you soon.